What's up, my riders? Welcome back to another video. A video. Yeah, we're here, we're outside. Some new scenery here of parts. I can't even talk. We're gonna answer postpartum questions, a very few amount because I did not get many. So yeah, and I'm just gonna talk about postpartum stuff, or like typical stuff that people ask or assume about postpartum, because I'm now blank months postpartum. I'm not gonna tell y'all how many months postpartum I am because I don't want y'all to know how old my baby is. It's like, no, but no, really. So yeah, I asked on my Instagram for people to ask me questions. Nobody ever asked me questions, guys, so bear with me, okay? Some of them may just be regular questions, and then yeah, shout out to you if you ask me questions. Just know I fuck with you for real. You a real one. Loaded question. What is it like being in postpartum mentally and physically? How do I push through it? Is it as bad as people make it, or it depends on the person? And what do you do to overcome it? So mentally, I'm okay. I'm great. Overall, I'm blessed and highly favored. I mean, I have my days. I think every parent has their days, including the dads, not just the mom as well. But again, overall, mentally, great. Physically, I'm also great. I'm blessed. I had a C-section, so I'm extremely blessed because my recovery was not terrible. It was decent. I'm not going to say it was fast because I don't really think there's a timeline on how quick you recover from a C-section. So like, yeah, physically I feel great. I'm not necessarily back to myself 100% physically. It takes months up to a year. Again, every person is different, so like, yeah, I'm not 100% back to how I was before, and I never will be also. So yeah, I mean, like, I dang sure can't do the things that I used to do. And I know a lot of people are like, what? Because I'm so skinny and I'm still petite. But like, that does not mean being petite does not mean that you're fit and in shape and all of that. I'm definitely not those things that I used to be. I need to get back in shape and be more fit, but I haven't done that yet. So like, yeah. But again, overall, I'm great. I'm healthy. Everything's fine. Physically, I'm okay. So yeah, and like I said, mentally, I'm also okay. I have my days. Some days are very overwhelming, and then other days are fine. The most that I get is just overwhelmed. I don't really get like stressed out or anxious, or like, I mean, I do get irritable and angry. I won't even call it angry. I'll call it irritable. Just irritable. I definitely have those moments where I get like irritated and frustrated. That's the word. Just because I'm trying to balance and juggle so many things, and it's my first time doing it. But yeah, other than that, good. How do I push through? I mean, just the simple fact that I have a child, we have a child, that's my biggest motivation now. Doing whatever and everything that I can to make sure that she's okay and her needs are met and she's happy and she lives a struggle-free lifestyle. It's like, nah, but no, for real. So like, yeah, I just get through it by reminding myself what my why is, my reasons, my goals. And I use that to motivate me and encourage me to push through the tough times and the tough days. Is it as bad as people make it out to be? I wouldn't say it's that bad, but everyone is different, so I can't put a cap on it and say that it's not terrible for some people, because it definitely can be for some moms. So every person is different and every experience is different also. My experience has been great. I will say that my experience has been great because her dad 100%. He helps. He's here. He does what he can. He's working though. So he's working and helping with the baby. So yeah, my experience is great because Dad, he's hands-on. He does what needs to be done, especially when I be needing him. Like, yes, in those moments when I'm overwhelmed or like tired or even sometimes irritable, as soon as he comes home, he knows what's up. He takes over the nighttime routine. He gets everything done. He puts her to bed, etc., etc. So like, because of him, that's why I'm so good. I definitely feel like if I didn't have him, or if he wasn't as active, it wouldn't be as good as it is. But yeah, thanks to him, definitely makes all the difference in the world. Next, what was the hardest part to overcome is a great question. I think the hardest part has been just realizing and learning that I am not ever going to be the young lady that I was before having a baby. I think that's every mom's biggest obstacle when they have their first child, is just realizing that you're not going to be the same person that you were before, and that's okay. But we don't automatically think that it's okay. So like, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, or the hardest thing that I've overcome, is just relearning who I am, who I've become, and who I am becoming, because I'm still growing and I'm still learning who I am as now a mother. Not just me, but I'm a mother. So like, still learning and growing within it. But that's been the most difficult part for me, is just like, you know, I can't do what I used to do when I want to, how I want to. I can't get things done the way that I want to and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, we made this decision, so I knew that beforehand also. But it's still an adjustment once the baby gets here. Rate the pain 1 to 10. Like I already said, I had a C-section, guys, so I did not get to experience actually pushing and having a vaginal birth, and I'm so sad about that. But it's okay, because I can still have a vaginal birth after having a C-section, so maybe down the line I will get the chance to experience it. So yeah, I didn't get to experience actually pushing, but the pain before that, the contractions, I don't really know what to say. The pain 1 to 10, I'm going to say it was on a serious note, I'm gonna say a 7. I got an epidural also, so I didn't experience the full 10 centimeters dilated to know like what it really feels like. But I got to 5 centimeters before getting the epidural, and yeah, it was up there, honey. I'm not gonna lie though, I definitely know that I can give birth without the epidural, because I mean, it's a mental game with pain. So, you know, I definitely just think like with your first time, you really have to be prepared, and you have to be mentally strong to do birth without an epidural your first time. If you did that, girl, I just think after the first child, now you know what to expect in certain ways, because you can still expect the unexpected in giving birth, but you know what to expect for the most part. So it's kind of like, okay, I can kind of navigate better through it. But I think I did pretty well. We did pretty well. But the pain was a 7. And I'm really saying a 7 because I couldn't do what I wanted to do. If I could have done a little bit more of what I wanted to do while I was experiencing the pain, I also think that I would have been a little bit more comfortable. Nothing about it is comfortable though. So yeah, the contractions 7. After birth, since I had a C-section, the pain, it honestly was a 10, but they give you medication, so You don't feel it. I will say, if you have a C-section, definitely make sure that you get your meds re-upped before you feel the pain, because I was trial and error with that. I don't like taking medicine and all of that stuff. So like when I first came out from giving birth, yes, of course I took the medicine and all that stuff, but like after like my first day, I did kind of wait until I was in pain to ask for medicine instead of asking before I was in pain. And yeah, that don't feel good at all. So yeah, after the C-section, that pain was a 10 and did not feel good at all. What did I buy that I did not need? That's a good question. What did we buy that we didn't need? That's not true. He said nothing. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna really try to think. What's my favorite thing that I bought for baby girl? What's your favorite? What's your favorite thing that we have for her that we use? He said his favorite thing is her bottle nipples. That's your favorite thing that we have? Yes. He says the bottle nipples because of what we went through. So when we first started giving her the bottle, we had the wrong size nipple, y'all, and my baby got reflux because of that bullshit. Okay, I'm sorry for cussing, but that's like, it's so many little small things that people don't tell you and don't talk to you about before you have a baby that I really think people should. Maybe I'll do another video. But yeah, we didn't know about the whole nipple size thing, and I know I'm not the first mom, because it's funny, I saw another mom make a video about it and she was literally saying the same freaking thing, how no one told her about this. But call me dumb, call me stupid, we thought that the freaking bottles would come with a newborn nipple on it. Why would you bring bottles, ship bottles that have nipple sizes for when the baby is for when the baby is older? To me, that's mind-boggling, but that's what they do. So he says the bottle nipples. I'm still trying to think of my answer. My favorite thing that we have that we got her, I could list so many things, because as a mom, not taken away from him, but I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's really, really useful that I use every day that I love. Like, I 100% will say her sound machine, because we use that faithfully when she's asleep, and the sound machine makes a difference. Her bottle warmer, I'm a firm believer of the bottle warmer. We love the bottle warmer up and down. My favorite thing, I'm gonna stick with them too. Her bottle warmer and her sound machine. Her car seat. Oh yes. Okay, that's a good answer. Y'all know I love her car seat, because her car seat turns into a stroller also. So you got a 2-for-1 for the price that you would pay for just a car seat, instead of paying the price of a car seat and a stroller. Shout out to Sissy and LeBron and Kiana and A, because they are the ones who contributed and put up for her car seat that did not get here on time. If you know, you know. But yeah, her car seat, her bottle warmer, and her sound machine are what I'm going to say. If something else comes to mind, I'm gonna come back to it. What did we buy that we didn't need? I would say we didn't. What did we buy? I'm gonna say nothing, because also we were so blessed. A lot of people got a lot of stuff for us. So the stuff that we did buy was the stuff that we needed. Because like how we did it was we waited until after baby shower and after everyone did get the stuff off of the registry, and then the stuff that was left on the registry that we needed, we bought. So like we honestly did not buy stuff that she didn't need. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The only thing that we kind of may have bought was like some clothes. Honestly, yeah, everything else like we use her bassinet. Okay, I guess her crib. Right now the answer is her crib. We don't use her crib at all. She has not even put a foot in that crib, y'all. But we use everything else faithfully. Like she sleeps in her bassinet. I love when people ask me, because I feel like they think I'm lying probably, but no, she still sleeps in her bassinet. We use that thing faithfully. Okay, honey? No, she's not sleeping in the bed. We don't use her diaper changing table to change her on that much yet either. So I would say that, but that was gifted to us. But we do use it for a lot of other stuff. Actually, that came from my bestie and mom. Yeah, my bestie and mom and sister, if I'm not mistaken. But we use the changing table. We've used it a couple times actually changing her, but we still use it for other stuff. Yeah, those are really good questions, and I don't have like direct answers. What else? How's life so far? Life is great. I love being a mommy, a parent. It's great for me. It's awesome. It's fun. It's exciting. It's something that I've always wanted to do. So, like, I enjoy it. I make the best out of it no matter what. Even when I'm frustrated and irritable and all that stuff, I still make the best out of it. And I still show up as best as I can. Because, like I said, it's something that I always wanted. And I just love her so much. So, life is great. And again, thanks to Dad, it's even better because, yeah. Like, it's not a joke when women talk about how postpartum and just even pregnancy, everything with a baby and building up to a baby is so much better when you have a great partner by your side. Like, and I'm not saying it to say that you and that person have to be in a relationship, but just having someone there by your side helping you literally the whole way is, yeah. But yeah, life is good. I mean, I'm just soaking up every little moment that I can with her and being home with her and all of that stuff. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I literally have 1 or 2 more questions. Oh no. What was the hardest part of my pregnancy? Sleeping. 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 Ryan said no. What was the hardest part? Sleeping and gas. Both of them two right there took me out. Those were literally the top 2 things that I highly disliked about being pregnant. I loved being pregnant. I love being pregnant. Like, parents, close your ears, but I'll be pregnant again. I liked being pregnant. I loved it. The 2 things that I disliked the most that would like make me not want to be pregnant was sleeping, the discomfort in sleeping. And yes, y'all, I had the worst gas that you could think of, and not just gas, I was also constipated. Like, but once we figured out the constipation, I was okay. Every mom has gas though when you're pregnant. Like, that's one of the biggest symptoms. Or not every mom, but almost, or most moms, because again, everybody is different. If you don't have gas and constipation when you're pregnant, you're so blessed. Because that is what took me out, y'all. Yes, I was definitely messaging my doctor a lot about the gas. We was going back and forth trying to figure out what I could take and how to better work it out and all that stuff. So yeah, my gas and then sleeping, it was just so uncomfortable, and there's nothing else to explain. It was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I like sleeping on my stomach and had to stop sleeping on my stomach. Sleeping on my stomach was literally the only way that I did sleep. before I got pregnant. So to not be able to sleep on my stomach at all, automatically couldn't sleep. And I'm not a heavy sleeper. I'm a light sleeper. And I say I have insomnia because it takes me forever to go to sleep. Some nights I sleep for like an hour, 2 hours on and off, and literally can't help it. So sleeping. That bird is doing his big one. Yeah, those two, sleeping and gas. What cravings did I have? Y'all, that's another weird thing about me. Like, I did not have cravings really. The only things that I was craving consistently was my orange high C from McDonald's. My orange high C, and then another thing from McDonald's was my mango pineapple smoothie. I craved grilled food a lot. I craved southern food, so like fried chicken and cornbread and collard greens and sweet potatoes. I craved that a lot. Chocolate. What else did I crave? Icy slushies, ice. But that was all the way up until they gave me that bull iron pill. Once they gave me the iron pill, you know, because that's what, if you crave an ice, you have low iron. Let's just put it at that. So yeah, once they gave me the iron pill, I definitely slowed down, but I was still wanting like slushies and snowballs because it was summer too. So yeah, icy slushies, orange high C, chocolate, mango pineapple smoothie, and then like southern food and grilled food. That was really it. At how many weeks did I find out I was pregnant? I was not even, girl, that little baby, she was a bean. She was my little bean. I don't know, it was like 4 weeks. It was very, very early, but it was very, very early because once I missed my cycle, I knew I was pregnant. So yeah, I took the pregnancy test like immediately after I missed my complete cycle window. So we found out very, very early. I think it was 4 weeks. If it wasn't 4 weeks, it was 5 weeks. Yeah, if it wasn't 4 weeks, it was in between 4 and 6 weeks. That's what we're gonna say. This is technically the last one, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is the last one. And it's from hubby, guys. It says, have you ever had negative thoughts or feelings? If so, what and how often? Negative feelings about what? Just period? Like I said initially, not necessarily, I mean, negative, yes. I've had negative feelings about myself, like I said, just really realizing that my biggest thing, like with me, has been I don't look the same. And again, coming from a petite young lady, and everyone tells me, oh, appreciate it and you should be happy, you know, you snap back and don't rush any more weight, because when you get older then you're gonna wish that you didn't have the weight and you were all that stuff. But like, you know, as a woman, we're gonna feel how we feel about ourselves no matter what all the outside noise is saying. So like, negative thoughts that I've had is just like, I don't look the same and I don't like how I look. But not, I don't think I'm pretty or beautiful, because I know I am, okay? But more so just realizing the changes in my body and wanting to make changes to what suits me and my liking. I have had, y'all, no, I'm lying. Y'all wanna know what I've had the most negative thoughts about? Breastfeeding. No, pumping. It's not even breastfeeding. I love breastfeeding. I do. I don't mind breastfeeding because I feel so connected to her when I do breastfeed. Pumping. Y'all, me and pumping have fought neck and neck since I gave birth. When I first gave birth, she over there throwing and knocking down everything that you can think of. When I first gave birth, I was an oversupplier, so I was producing a lot of milk. Another thing that they don't talk to you about, because I heard after the fact that you shouldn't pump too early after giving birth, because then that's how you become an oversupplier. Something, you know, it's so many different myths and tales that people make up. I just feel like it's like what's really true. But basically I was an oversupplier, and being an oversupplier and a new mom, and then a first time mom at that, was literally like the worst part about just having a baby. I was so overwhelmed and flustered and frustrated with pumping and breastfeeding and trying to keep up with the milk and trying to not waste milk, because y'all, I was supplying so much milk that we were throwing away milk because it was so much milk. Even the spoiled milk, you know, they say keep it because you can do it for the baths and you can make cream and all this other shit. Y'all, it was so much milk that I was just so overwhelmed, like, and I didn't like it. I every other day was crying to Ryan and telling Ryan, like, I think I want to stop breastfeeding. And I was connecting pumping with breastfeeding, and breastfeeding and pumping they don't go together. They're two separate things. I was putting those two together, so I kept saying that I wanted to stop breastfeeding, I just wanted to stop, and I was overwhelmed, I was over it. And then y'all, the pumps that I had, if you know, you know, because I've talked about my pumps a little bit, but I loved my Mom Cozies at first, but coming from an oversupplier, they're not good pumps. Like, they were spilling and leaking everywhere, and it was just a lot. So I had negative thoughts about that. Yeah, it's not easy at all, but it's just a learning process. You take it one day at a time. You give yourself grace. You give yourself patience. And you do the best that you can. And that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what we're doing. And yeah, that's all, guys. I'm working. I promise y'all, I'm going to work on my labor and delivery vlog. I haven't really done it because I want Dad in the video, because he was 100% a part of that process as much as I was. I would have liked him to be in this video too, because I think that Dad should also talk about postpartum as well. But y'all know he don't mess with the camera like that. Me asking him to do the labor and delivery vlog is enough. So yeah, once we have time to really sit down and do the labor and delivery vlog, that will be my next video. Okay, y'all, I have the clips and all of that. I just need to do a sit down portion as well, because we didn't record the whole process. A lot of it we had to tell y'all. Story time. So yeah, labor and delivery vlog will be next. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you got all the way through the video, you're the best. Make sure you like, you comment, you share, you subscribe, you tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see y'all in the next video.